There are two worlds in one, the one which we know. It is full of splendor and plenty. Then there is another, within the shadow of the first. It lies silent and has become invisible to our hearts. This is the story of one child within that silent world, one lone soul amongst this great ocean, cast aside as a bit of rubbish. She lives here in Bogotá, Colombia, not in the city, but up beyond this hill, beyond the barrio. She lived in a little place called Lomitas, riddled by crime and violence. It is rarely seen and less often visited. Here, on the edge of nothing, is where Linda's family lives. A reality absolutely separate from ours. It is a nightmare if there ever was one. To experience this kind of poverty, it changes the heart. It changes the soul. And this is Linda. This is where Linda lives. This is her house. She's asked us to take her shoes off because her room is so fancy, as she says.
Esta es mi cama, pero yo no duermo aquí.
¿Dónde está? ¿Esto es tu cama?
Sí.
¿Y cosa roja?
Mira.
She tells us she doesn't sleep in there anymore because the rats bite her at night.
Este es mi
¿Dónde?
que ya murió.
¿Es hermano murió?
Sí.
Oh, qué pena, siento. Linda's older brother committed suicide several years ago, and Linda was the one that found the body.
Santo. Y este es un primo, José Luis. La tengo en mi cuarto. Estos son mis peluches.
Ah, peluches, mira.
Sí.
¿Dónde vas?
Aquí, cajón del mercado, donde se guarda todo eso.
While we were there, we met her father, and even we were shocked.
¿Cómo se sabe dónde es?
Yo soy de pesca,
Pesca
acá.
Boyacá. ¿Hace cuánto está aquí en Bogotá?
Yo hace 45 años.
Está
El sueño mío sería tener mi casita bien arregladita,
que acabamos de ver.
bien, sí, bien propiedad, mejor dicho, evitar uno bien. Porque ya para los años que tengo, entonces ya
Emerson no tiene pensión, no va a tener pensión.
nada. Porque en esto no tiene uno de trabajo, nada. De hecho, desde el futuro nada más. Lo bonito que gana uno por ahí.
At 62 years old, with internal bleeding, which they have no money to address, Linda's father breaks rocks for less than $4 a day. He breaks rocks for a living. With Linda's father looking on, one of the EMP volunteers tried breaking a few rocks for himself. So, give me your thoughts on that. What do you think about that in terms of do you do that every day your whole life?
It's like slavery. Yeah, that is tough. I split like half of a rock, and look at this.
While there, we followed Linda to school, just to see what part of her day might be like. ¿Vas a escuela ahora mismo?
Sí,
¿Tú caminas solo?
sí.
¿Y no asustaste?
No.
No. And so every day, Linda walks 1 hour down the mountain to school, rain and shine. And she walks another hour back to home. Or then she meets her mom and goes to work at 6 p.m., serving coffee. That's Linda's life.
And yet, she's one of the brightest students we have. She's one of the shining stars in our program. But what chance does she have, really? Alone, she has no future. She's lost, like all the children in the barrios.
But that does not need to be the case. Linda is an extremely bright student with a future as wide open as the summer sky. And with your help and just a little bit of caring, we can all watch as Linda and the other EMP kids walk across the stage with a university diploma in their hands and break the cycle of generational poverty and violence that imprisons them and us. It will be a future for humanity changed forever. Help us change the course of these children's lives. You have waited till now, and now it is time to act.